through the trioval. The white flag is out. It's Mike Wallace, Andy Houston. Then it's Kurt Busch in third. Terry Cook in fourth. They're through one. Andy Houston has opened up about 3 truck lengths.
And he's got 2 trucks racing side by side behind him. If they can get in line, they might catch him, but they can't get in line. No one wants to give up that position.
We talked about your name goes on the trophy. You'll be the first winner, the only guy who can ever make that claim. It happened here for Lee Petty. It happened here for Dan Gurney. Who's it going to happen for? We've got 2 turns remaining. Will it be Andy Houston, Mike Wallace, Kurt Busch, rookie Kenny Martin in his first ever truck race? Oh, Andy Houston way low.
He almost crashed coming up for me. Here comes Mike Wallace in the lead.
Mike Wallace, 2 years in a row, is going to win the first race in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series and the inaugural Daytona 250. Chevrolet will pick up its 75th career victory. It's been 34 races since Andy Houston's last victory. It'll be his second career win. Ford has owned Homestead Miami Superspeedway for 4 straight years. But guess what? Chevrolet's tightening the noose today and takes the win.
Yes, sir. Andy Houston, good man. Attaboy, Andy.
Mike Wallace second, Jack Sprague third, fourth to Joe Ruttman, and fifth will go to Greg Biffle. Did it in 5 races. Busch could do it in 4, but right now, Mike Wallace, the team ASE Ford, into turn 3, into turn 4. He's going to see the checkered flag for the second time this year, and the Ultra Bad Boys have won from the bucket. The battle further back as Renfro tried to get back around the 43 of Steve Grissom, couldn't do it.
Hamilton, 42 years of age from Nashville, Tennessee. Hamilton comes down on a turn 4 for the final lap and will win the Napa 250 at Martinsville. Here's the scramble for second spot. Wallace, Sprague, Setzer, Grissom, Ruttman, and Tolsma in that order. 2nd through 7th, less than a 1.5 second separation. When we come back, we'll talk to Bobby Hamilton, who dominated today. It was Mopar magic at Martinsville. Stay with us.
By Andy Houston as he comes off the final corner for the final time. Houston is going to take his 3rd career win. Battle for 3rd behind Setzer, Wallace, and Sprague. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Mike Wallace, your current points leader, but he's going to lose a little bit of ground to Andy Houston.
Well, you know, that says a lot about the way Jack Sprague drives this truck, because if you were overdriving it, if you weren't smooth, you're going to run those left side tires off.
Coming through turns 3 and 4, this is going to break a tie that he has in the win column. It'll move him into 2nd place in the all-time standings with victory number 17 at the Ram Tough 200 by Pepsi. Jack Sprague is your winner. 2nd place is going to go to Jimmy Hensley. Randy Tolsma will come across the line in 3rd. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll talk to our winner in Victory Lane here at Gateway International Raceway. Sprague in 2nd place in the points coming into this race is going to make it back-to-back. Here comes Biffle. He tags him from behind. Coming out of 4. The tune was now or never. What will he feel as Jack Sprague beats him in the last lap here at Memphis? Setzer, Wallace, and Grissom round out the top 5, and for the 2nd week in a row, the 60 ends up into the wall, and I don't know how that happened. Up in turn number 3, Andy Houston. And this is really going to hurt him in the points because there were 16 trucks on the lead lap. And it looks like Greg Biffle is going to breathe that rarefied air of Pikes Peak International Raceway. It gets thin up here, except when you win. Your lungs fill up and you pick up victory number 1 of the season, career win number 10.
Great job, buddy. Yeah.
It's going to be a Roush Racing Sweet BP. Kurt Busch in 2nd.
Well, I'll tell you what, Roush and his Roush-Keteers did a great job today, didn't they?
The Roush-Keteers, that's a new one. Who has got it?
Dig all you can, Randy. Dig all you can, buddy.
Sprague holding on for dear life. Here comes Tolsma. Here comes Rutman through turns 3 and 4. Mount St. Helens is just a few hundred miles down to the south of us. What volcano is going to erupt today? It's going to be Jack Sprague coming from the left down.
Well, he did what he had to do. I tell you, Randy Toles was ducked in ground, but it took a dip under the water because that race was his.
Unbelievable. Great run for Randy Tolsma, but tremendous for our winner, Jack Sprague. On the last lap, he slid up, Sprague slid under, and took the victory.
That's what you call a good day at work, guys.
This, he's having fun.
Right on Rutman.
Tell you what,
Let him
folks.
take it.
You've just seen a great run. Greg Biffle, your winner.
Nice. Good job, guys. Great job.
His 11th career win, second of this 2000 campaign, his 7th on a super speedway, and the Granger Ford is now your points leader in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Down the back straightaway for Greg Biffle will be his 3rd win of 2000. His 12th career win, and you will be the inaugural winner, the first man ever to take the checkered flag at Kentucky.
Great job, guys. The ball 3 now.
Comes off of turn number 4. The Vancouver volcano has just erupted one more time. Look at the run for second. Sprague gets around Wallace. Marty Houston 4th, Lester 5th. Greg Biffle is making another statement. It'll be his 4th win in the last 5 races. This is the first time that a man has won 3 in a row since Ron Hornaday did it in 1997. The Granger.com Ford of Greg Biffle. Going to the last corner. Fellows tries to look underneath. The Biffle Bush Killer Bees are going to do it. They're going to sweep.
Franks is going to get a 5th.
So Biffle does it again, lengthens his points lead. Carlos Contreras in 8th position. We've already talked about the top 5. There's our top 15.
And Kurt Busch now a half-mile away from becoming the 24th driver to win in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. In only his 14th start, rookie Kurt Busch wins in Milwaukee.
Oh, that looks sweet, dude.
Kurt Busch gets the win. Tolsma finishes 2nd. Biffle denied in his efforts to win 4 straight, comes home 3rd. Steve Grissom a strong 4th.
Kurt, you got to take her to the victory circle, okay?
Houston is 5th, and you see Biffle come over. His corporate teammate just got to give him a playful shove there.
Tolsma doesn't have Biffle right on his bumper the way they did before the caution came out.
White flag, 1 lap to go.
Mike Wallace has anything, he has to show it right now, and I do believe Kurt Busch has a better truck. But here he comes on the inside.
Whoa, they've made contact. He almost spins. Wallace has to get out of the gas.
And here comes Tolsma. Tolsma's got to run. Down to the inside, Wallace blocks. They hit each other, and that gives Busch clear track.
Here comes Biffle on the outside. He's making the move. Cannot do it. Gets up in the loose stuff, falling back. Andy Houston side by side with Biffle.
And they touch and scrambled, and Kurt Busch wins.
It's over. And everybody ran into everybody, but the leader couldn't, Kurt Busch. He wins his 2nd Craftsman truck race in a row.
Tries it.
He did look to the inside again, though.
Terry Cook's part of that battle.
And here comes Setzer. Turn 5 the last time. Checker flag.
Dennis Setzer wins it. Here in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, there's Joe Rutman coming around to take 2nd. Greg Biffle will be 3rd. Sprague pushes way up the racetrack, and Steve Grissom will hold on to 4th. With Sprague 5th, Terry Cook 6th, Jimmy Hensley, Rick Corelli, Brian Reffner, and Mike Wallace.
For Greg Biffle and Marty Houston. Hamilton and Jamie McMurray are right behind those two. Down the back straightaway. Kurt Busch trying to break up the draft. There you can see the battle for fifth, still side by side. And there's McMurray. Tip of the hat to the young man, 26 years old from Joplin, Missouri. He's right in the mix. He stayed there. His pit crew did a great job. And here he comes. Greg Biffle for the fifth time. Your points leader is going to win again. Behind Biffle, it's Busch, Wallace, Andy Houston, Dennis Setzer, Jamie McMurray, Rick Crawford, Marty Houston, Terry Cook, and Randy Tolsma. And what's even more important for Joe Ruttman, he's got himself a brand new contract, courtesy of Bobby Hamilton's promise on our air. And here he comes out of turn number 4 with a $10,000 Craftsman team bonus, a new contract, and another victory, his second of the season. It is Joe Ruttman first, Lyndon Amick with his career best second, McMurray a career best third, Wallace and Biffle rounding out the top 5. Where, meanwhile, all this battle is going on. This is Music City, USA. The tune that is going to be sung tonight is My Truck Kicked Your Butt, because, boy, it was dominating. Tolsma wins. Setzer going to be second. Chaffin in a great run to third. Ruttman fourth. And Steve Grissom rounds out your top 5. And career win number 11 into turn number 3. I don't think Biffle's got enough left. Here comes Mike Wallace to try and challenge for second. On board with Wallace as we head for the stripe. Dodge wins for the 3rd straight time. Biffle for 200-point lead.
You're the man. You're the man, Joe. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, guys.
Bobby Hamilton and the crew ecstatic. Congratulations to Joe Ruttman. He wins the Craftsman Truck Series $10,000 bonus as well. 3rd time winning from the pole. His first since April of '99. Look at the battle for second going on.
The Busch boys, the Roush boys are going side by side for second. It's going to be Corelli, Marty. Bring him home.
Rick Corelli out of turn 4 from the crash at Memphis to victory in Richmond. What a company.
There's Kathy. Oh, don't you know she's so happy.
There is going to be a celebration in the Colorado community of Arvada this weekend.
Try to take the win away because right now he's in fabulous position to try to win a championship. As I say that, he closes up right on the tailgate.
For Biffle, he is going to finish in the top 5 for the 15th time in 16 races. For Kurt Busch, he's going to start his first Winston Cup weekend with his 3rd career victory in his rookie season. Crawford 3rd, Andy Houston 4th, Kenny Schrader 5th. And there is a very happy Exide 4th crew. The top 3 positions. There you see the battle. Down the back straightaway, coming out of turn number 4. Here comes Brian Refner, your first win in 112 races. I think he knows where he'll find victory lane. Second will be Andy Houston. 3rd, Kurt Busch. Look at that crew.
What a great result for Brian Refner and John Menard and this whole crew. They've worked very, very hard in the year 2000.
That got his attention.
Wow, on the last lap. And now Houston and these guys, it's almost like a shark. They can smell problems. Was it just getting loose, or did he have a flat tire? Does he have a tire going down?
Through turn 3 and 4, Kurt Busch coming out of the turn 4. There's Andy Houston. The time is running out, and we've got a crash on the backstretch as Houston tries to close the gap. Kurt Busch is going to win for the 4th time, setting a record for a rookie in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. He says farewell and heads to the Winston Cup campaign in 2001 by closing out with another win. And there are the Killer Bees side by side. Greg Biffle, your 2000 champion. Despite the cracked sternum, he comes home in 5th place today alongside his Jack Roush teammate.
Here comes Kenseth.
Kenseth got sideways off the corner, but they're side by side back to the start finish line. White flag.
Who wants it most? Nemechek on the bottom with Matt Kenseth. We know he can go 3 wide.
Terry Labonte now has no choice but to be on the outside this time. He needs for the 2 car to get up there very close behind him as Nemechek is moving up.
Nemechek is in the tire tracks there, and he's actually pushing the air there. It looks to me like we're drawing away. Matt Kenseth is moving out front.
This is it. From here out, nobody has any friends. Cambridge, Wisconsin's Matt Kenseth has the lead. Nemechek side by side with Labonte. Can he get there?
I think right now Matt Kenseth has the edge right now as they come off side by side. That gives him all the room in the world to work towards the flag.
Matt Kenseth wins the Napa 300. Joe Nemechek holds off Terry Labonte for 2nd. Jay Sauter edges Kevin Harvick for 3rd. And from there on back, we're going to have to look at a lot of replays.
Car is just floating right now.
Here comes Green down the back straightaway, buddy. He's got underneath 1 lap car. There's 1 car separating him from Mark Martin. Martin had to lift for Fedor. Green's got a chance.
You're a good announcer. I got to tell you, though, Mark Martin has won this race.
Martin had to lift for Fedor. Took away a lot of his momentum. He got it back, though, before he got to the checkered flag. Wow, close for Mark Martin. But it is Markingham. It's his 11th victory in the NASCAR Busch Series at this track and his 41st career Busch Series win.
Here comes the 9. And the problem is the 15 and the 37 of Grubb, these guys are racing for position. They're racing for position 12 and 13 right here. They don't care.
Oh, and Sprague goes around right in front of Mark, and here comes the 9 car for the lead. Jeff Burton takes the lead.
And Sprague has had hard contact with the wall. Mark Martin has to jump on the binder to keep from getting into Sprague, and Burton has taken the lead and the caution flag. The caution is waving for the 3rd time today, and just that quickly with 3.5 laps to go, there is Jack Sprague's Albertson Chevrolet, the Andy Petrione car. He was battling with Kevin Grubb for the 12th position, with the leaders right behind him, and his car just suddenly jerked sideways into the wall.
I mean, I got to give hats to the 60 crowd too. They run good all day long.
These Roush cars are great at Vegas.
Oh yes, that should be 2 for 2 now out of the 3 races been run here.
Okay, Tommy Morgan, that's the crew chief for Jeff Burton as they come down the front stretch, yellow and checkers.
Back-to-back wins here in Las Vegas. They roll the dice and come up victorious. The NorthernLight.com team celebrating. What a day for Team Roush. There's the hand out the window for Jeff Burton, 32 years of age, and his teammate behind him there, Mark Martin, will pull up alongside and congratulate him. Atlanta Motor Speedway.
I think you can coast from here, Jerry.
On the bottom of the racetrack in turn 3, he comes out of turn 4. And 41-year-old Mark Martin gets win number 42 in the NASCAR Busch Series Grand National Division. His 2nd win in the year 2000, and Tony Lambert and the Winn-Dixie crew will celebrate. And here's the battle for 9th position. LaJoie, Irwin, and Strickland will finish 9th, 10th, and 11th as they come by. To the inside as they come down for the white flag. He's making a move on the bottom of the racetrack. They are side by side. Burton's car wiggles and slips, and the white flag waves. We are in the final lap at the track. Too tough to change. It is Burton on the bottom, Martin up high. A pair of Fords side by side. And Benny, what a battle.
What a fantastic battle through the corners. Going through a corner side by side, you can't run through the corner. And all of a sudden, Burton is swinging again as Kenneth go by on the outside, or trying to go by on the outside. And off turn 4 will come Mark Martin to the checkered flag.
Mark Martin will hold on for the win. Possibly Kenseth takes 2nd spot. Burton's tires are going away. And listen to these these fans as they have enjoyed one of the best Busch battles. And that crew's enjoying it so much because they are headed to victory lane. There's a disappointed Kim Burton, who's Jeff's wife, knowing her husband gave it his all and came within a half a lap of having a shot at winning it. He is less than a half a mile away from his first victory this year and his second ever in Busch competition. Here he comes.
Great job, dude. That ought to do it. Good job, Shirley. Awesome job. Great job, Shirley.
And here come the 9 cars on the lead lap. Yes, Marlin will win it. Jeff Green is second. Todd Bodine third. Kenny Wallace fourth. And Randy LaJoie coming home in 5th position. There's a celebration in the Channel Lock pits.
A different winner every year as the NASCAR Busch Series says so long to this venerable racing facility.
Get the guitar ready. Here he comes off turn 4.
They're strumming it in victory lane. Randy LaJoie wins. McLaughlin. Oh, and around goes Hank Parker. And everybody stacks up behind him. Hillman is in the wall. Parker backs into the wall. Debris flying. The way they cross the line will be LaJoie, McLaughlin, Hornaday third, Harvick fourth. 5th will be Ricky Hendrick. Jay Sauter crosses the line 6th, ahead of Purvis in 7th. David Green 8th. Todd Bodine 9th. Jimmy Johnson came across the line in the 10th spot.
Hamilton. Purvis back there in 4th spot. Purvis taking it to the outside. Hut Strickland is there in the 61 car.
Oh, Buckshot's now got cars behind him, side by side. He probably needs one of those cars to push him by. Nemechek, he just doesn't have any help right now.
There are half a mile from the flag. Here comes Nemechek. Here comes Buckshot Jones. They're side by side for third spot. Buckshot in second and third place. I'm going to wait for the photograph. It was that close at Talladega. And the computers are saying Hamilton Jr. over Purvis for third. We'll wait and see exactly at the line how NASCAR will call it. But Joe Nemechek in the Cellular One Chevrolet gets a wave from the other competitors. He has won the Touchstone Energy 300. Let's
Ken's at the leader. The Visine Chevrolet. Reiser Enterprises. John and Robbie Reiser own that car. Father and son have got to be cheering right now, knowing their driver is about 4 seconds away from victory. Here comes Jeff Burton, but it'll be too little, too late. And Matt Kenseth gets his second win of the 2000 season. Burton finishes second. Jeff Green is third. Michael Waltrip fourth. Todd Bodine fifth. Mike Skinner is sixth. Jason Keller seventh. Hank Parker Jr. is eighth. And the 98 car of Elton Sawyer finishes ninth with Jay Sauter in 10th position.
into turn 3. Out of turn 4. Here comes Kenseth on the outside. He will not have enough, and Green will win it by half a car length at the line. Pole sitter and points leader Jeff Green takes his first win.
And Mark Martin has moved into that 4th position at the end of the race.
Green gets his first win of the year 2000, his 5th career victory.
Cheers. Oh, and trouble off the corner. Borkowski, Sauter, and Rich all tango off the turn, but the checkers are coming out for that man. Champ Bidoua. The second time a Busch race has been won from the pole here. Bidoua wins in New Hampshire with a wild finish. What a day.
And a call for Jason Keller there in 3rd place. He got by a lot of cars as Bodine did, and Hank Parker, a great recovery from several times that he was in wrecks today to pull off a 5th place.
Lead on Mark Martin as they head into turn 3.
He fell back
as far as 26th with an out-of-sequence pit stop in the early moments of the race. Roared his way back to the front, and he's going to pull the upset today as he comes to the striped checkered flag for Jeff Burton. He beats Mark Martin and ends Martin's victory streak in this May race here at Charlotte. Said at the top of the broadcast, a lot of folks in the garage were telling us this morning that Jeff Burton had the car to beat his teammate. He has done it. As Mark pulls alongside to offer congratulations, Jeff Burton, the winner, will go to victory lane when we come back to Charlotte in a moment.
Twice, Jason Keller has finished 4th here at Dover. Today, in his 13th start at the Monster Mile, Jason Keller wins here at Dover, Delaware. The 4th NASCAR Busch Series win for him in his 203rd career start. His first win since Indianapolis Raceway Park last August. And for Keller, his first win on a big track. All of his victories have been on short tracks. This is his first super speedway victory. Split second when the back end broke loose on him. He leads the NASCAR Busch Series in points, and he'll pad that lead big time today. Victory lane, the next stop for Jeff Green and the Nesquik team here at the South Boston Speedway. Tony Raines with a career best 2nd place finish. Elton Sawyer 3rd, Ron Hornaday 4th. Unofficially, Bickle, then Jimmy Johnson in 6th. That's your top 6. Let's go downstairs.
Jeff Green can taste it now. He has led 196 laps of this race, and he's going to lead the last one. Jeff Green is the winner of the Myrtle Beach 250. Congratulations to Harold Holly and his crew. The fist out the window. Jeff Green says he loves Myrtle Beach. He loves to vacation here. He loves to race here, and it showed tonight. Bob Dillner.
He owns the racetrack, that's for sure. Watkins Glen belongs to Ron Fellows through turn 11 for the final time. A 3rd yesterday in the truck race and 1st today in the Lysol 200. A great run for Butch Leitzinger, even greater for Kevin Harvick. Listen to the groove. Are they happy?
Oh man, what a great job these guys did.
Crew all weekend. I mean, even in the truck race, you guys are the best.
There you see your leaders.
Good call. You knew that was coming, buddy. Nice call.
Sure was. Jeff Green has dominated all day long. It'll be his
walking on home,
win.
buddy. You are the man, Jeff Green. Awesome job, guys.
4th win of the year in the NASCAR Busch Series, tying him with Mark Martin.
Harold Holly and Associates, y'all awesome, man. Y'all are awesome. 3 out of 4, baby. Good turn.
Jeff Green's wife, Michelle, big smile. Harold Holly and the fellows celebrating the fact that not only do they win, guys, they led everything but 40 laps today.
You won here in 1998 driving a truck. We'll try to do it with a Chevrolet Monte Carlo. He is 2 turns away from his first Busch Series win. Hornaday hugs the inside groove, and now out of turn 4, 42-year-old Ron Hornaday takes the win in the Econo Lodge 200. There's the celebration. Jerry Kennedy, Steve Neal, and the Napa crew, and rightfully so. Let's go down the race.
Less than a half a mile to go for Jeff Green. Fifth win of the year for Jeff Green. His 9th series win and his 3rd on a super speedway. His 15th top 5 finish. And
17th top 10 in the 20 races so far in the Busch Series.
Will lead 5 times tonight for 111 laps. And he will become the second rookie to win this season. On the NASCAR Busch Series, Kevin Harvick is the newest winner in the NASCAR family here on the NASCAR Busch Series. Purvis will come home in second spot. Here comes Todd Bodine across the line in third. Jason Keller will finish fourth. You see Jeff Green, that yellow machine coming to the checkers right now. He'll finish fifth.
Ron Hornaday down the back straightaway.
Purvis almost got into the wall off turn 2.
Started 16th. He's going to make it 2 wins in the 2000 campaign. He won at Nazareth, and he wins again tonight here at Indianapolis Raceway Park in the Kroger 200. Behind Hornaday, it's Purvis, Jeff Green, Jason Leffler, and Jason Keller. And look at the celebration. Dave, it's all yours.
I don't know. Here we see Michael Waltrip, Todd Bodine. Is Michael going to try it on the inside? He hasn't been down there all day. And here comes Jeff Burton on the inside. This will certainly run. But here comes Michael. Look what a great run he's got. But Todd Bodine will try to block Michael Waltrip. Jeff Burton is trying. But no, it's Todd Bodine coming down for the victory.
Todd Bodine takes the win at Michigan Speedway. And watch this race to the line. It will be for position. And looks like Mike McLaughlin, Johnson, and Gordon, 5th, 6th, and 7th. What a run for Mike McLaughlin. A mile from the checkered flag is Kevin Harvick. White flag flies for Kevin Harvick. Harvick, Keller, Green, Kenny Wallace, Sterling Marlin. That's the top 5. Final time by for impressive rookie driver Kevin Harvick at 24 years of age. And he will come by and take the victory at Bristol Motor Speedway. Impressive run by Kevin Harvick, leading 241 of 250 laps. That, folks, is domination. Down the back straightaway for the final time in his illustrious career at the granddaddy of all stock car facilities, Will Martin. Hang on for his 8th career Busch Series win, and it looks like indeed he will. The fans are on their feet cheering, and Mark Martin will take the victory. Jeff Burton in second spot. Elton Sawyer is third, then Jeff Green and Ward Burton rounding out the top 5. The leader is in turn 3. Jeff Burton will come to turn 4. There's the leader coming out of turn 4. Burton will take a checkered flag for his 3rd win of the year, but the battle is for 3rd spot. Side by side, turn 4. Bodine the inside, Martin the high side, and Mark Martin, it looks like, will get the advantage by maybe a half a car length. Here's a 12 and 34 for position. And Jimmy Spencer will have the advantage out of turn 4.
That was for the 9th position.
And
running checkered flags at Daytona in California.
And running just a limited amount of races in this particular car. Robbie Reiser always has a great race car. This team is solid.
This will also be the 200th victory for a Chevrolet in Busch Series history as Matt Kenseth picks up his 2nd win at Dover Downs in his series history. Here we go with a battle for 7th. It's going to go to Dylan Park with a tremendous rub. Rub involved in, well, it's Kenseth, Keller, Blaney, Bodine, Nemechek, Jones, Grubb, Dylan Park, and Leffler, the top 10 to Glenn Jarrett.
Boy, oh boy. That's why they call it racing. You never know what's going to happen.
Listening to Kenseth's engine, seeing if it rumbles at all. He pitted 4 laps later than Nemechek. Matt Kenseth started on the pole. Led the first 56 laps. He came back to the lead with 2 laps to go. Checkered flag, second straight win in Busch Series competition for Wisconsin's Matt Kenseth.
And back-to-back victories in the Busch Grand National Series here for Matt Kenseth.
Kenseth the winner. Martin finishes second. It'll be Blaney third, Jeff Green fourth, and Nemechek is going to take it right back to the garage and not even try and get 5th position.
Get him. If not, let's take second. Let's be happy.
There's Jester. He's trying on the outside.
He's trying for the outside is Jeff Green. He's got him by a nose as they go into turn 1, but here comes Keller as well. 3 cars battling for the lead.
Oh, down the back straightaway, and now Jeff Green has taken that high line away from the 9 car there. Drives it into turn 3, has a lead now.
If Jeff Green's car stick here off the corner, he may win this thing.
Coming to the checkered flag, it's going to be Jeff Green with the win. Jeff Burton is going to take second. Jason Keller finishes third. Todd Bodine comes home fourth. And Ward Burton will come home 5th. Jeff Green did half of what he hoped to do here today. He didn't clinch the championship, but he beat Mark Martin at Rockingham. Martin comes all the way home for 6th. What a tremendous last lap by Jeff Green.
Trying for his 3rd win of the year. Jeff Green will win the championship, but Kevin Harvick wins the Samstown 250 here at Compass Motorsports Park. Win number 3 of the year for him, with Elton Sawyer finishing 2nd, Jeff Green 3rd, Randy LaJoie 4th, Tim Fedowa crosses the stripe in 5th. 6th will be Casey Atwood. Bobby Hamilton Jr. backslides to 7th.
Jeff Burton has done such a great job in that car today. He sat back there in second for a long ways. Now it's his race.
For the 4th time in the 2000 season, Jeff Burton will pull his car to victory lane as he claims the win in the Outback 200 at Phoenix International Raceway. Jason Leffler comes home in second. Mike Skinner holds on for third. Jeff Green, the series champion, will finish in 4th, and Ron Hornaday will come home in 5th.
Half a lap to go.
Chase Sauter still up there. They go by Ron Young. That's not a problem. Turn 4, the last time they're coming up.
Martin trying to catch Gordon for a final victory if he can. Here they come off of turn number 4 to the checkered flag. He's not going to be able to do it. Jeff Gordon is going to win the Miami 300 over Mark Martin in both drivers' final events in the NASCAR Busch Series. There's Jeff Green, the champion in the yellow car. He finishes 3rd to cap off his title-winning season.
Just 1 lap to go.
And Bobby Labonte has caught them. He came from way back in the last 2 laps. He gets up on Dale Jarrett's back bumper.
Our Circuit City onboard camera rides with Bobby Labonte as he closes up on Dale Jarrett. Now there's Schrader, the yellow car to the inside.
Boy, oh boy, I tell you what, this back straightaway, as they go down the back straightaway, they're heading that way. Here comes Gordon on the inside.
Jeff Gordon in the slipstream of Sterling Marlin, and up the outside comes Dale Jarrett.
Oh, they touched on the back straightaway. Marlin in the middle there, and here comes the 88 car, Dale Jarrett.
And the 28 of Ricky Rudd comes low, trying to sniff a draft off of Gordon. Jarrett to the outside. All that skirmishing left a clear path for Jarrett on the outside.
Oh, trouble.
Rudd in the wall, hard. Schrader in the wall, hard. Jarrett the winner, Gordon second, and Rudd on his roof for the 2nd time in the Bud shootout, reminiscent of 1984 when his car tumbled in the air. Ricky Rudd, Bobby Labonte wrecked.
Now he'll go back out against the wall, and all you can do is follow him. And when he does that, because he's not putting a straight line of air down that back straightaway.
Now, last lap, Jarrett caught him in turn 4 and might have had a chance to make a run. Can he do it this time?
I don't think so. I think that front position is the place to be, and Bill Elliott's going to win it.
Checkered flag is up for the 4th time. Bill Elliott wins the Gatorade 125 at Daytona. Jarrett is 2nd. Wallace is 3rd. Tony Stewart, Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, Bobby Labonte, and Scott Pruitt, along with Robbie Gordon, race their way into the field. And Dale Earnhardt, trying for his 11th straight 125-mile victory, finishes 11th.
This is his race to lose right now because he's so good in the corners. Look at him. He made about a 4-car lead right there on Mike Skinner in 2nd, just getting into that corner.
They won't catch the lap traffic before they come to the finish line. Rudd off turn 4 with a 4-car length lead. Upside down on Sunday, right side up all the way to victory lane. Ricky Rudd wires it. Green flag to Checker to win his Gatorade 125.
Already proved that he can pass Bill Elliott, one of the fastest cars.
Trouble, car in the wall. Turn 4, 1 car comes sliding down the track. In the wall, it's Spencer, Jimmy Spencer. Caution is out. Did the leaders get the caution?
Yes, they did. They did get the caution when they came back. The chances are this will be the race because it would have been scheduled to get the white flag the next time by.
Jimmy Spencer's car stops 5 feet shy of that finish line, where all last evening fans were autographing their signatures on the yellow painted line at start finish. Spencer's race is done.
I don't think the leaders are quite sure whether they got the caution or not, but I saw the caution come down in front of them, but Dale Jarrett's taking no chances.
And Ned, in the glare, Spencer's car is going to be hard to see against the wall. All the spotters on the radios to their drivers, stay low. And here they come. Jarrett gets the white and the yellow flag, and Dale Jarrett is going to win the Daytona 500 for the 3rd time.
The guys have done a great job. Again, you know, I mean, they fought so hard. Robert Yates, engine department, you know, I can't believe it. Yes.
Whether it's at 190 miles an hour or 70.
I love Daytona. Wow!
And Dale Jarrett loves Daytona. He's a champion of this race for the 3rd time. Jimmy Spencer is out of his car. He's going to be assisted down the banking to get to the ambulance. That's 18-degree banking there. And Spencer.
To win NASCAR Winston Cup races here at the Rock.
Skinner in front of him, the only car he's going to have to dodge before Bobby Labonte gets to the checkered flag.
Earnhardt's 1 2/10 seconds back, not enough time. Bobby Labonte wins at Rockingham for the first time in his 15th NASCAR Winston Cup race here. It'll be his 13th Winston Cup win overall. Interestingly, all on the super speedways. And finally, Dale Earnhardt catches up with him and goes by, but it's too late by a half mile.
Labonte has the good run here in the quad oval. He took a look to the inside, couldn't make the move. He'll head for the top side of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2, but Dale Earnhardt maintains the lead down the backstretch for the final time. Labonte right on the rear spoiler.
And Earnhardt goes in high. That's going to leave some room for Labonte on the bottom.
Here comes Bobby Labonte making a charge. They come toward the line. Who will it be? It is going to be. I don't know. I don't either.
Will look like Earnhardt just by a little bit.
That was one of the closest finishes in the history of NASCAR.
And Charlton Myers just said, "Who won? Who won?"
And Earnhardt's crew celebrates, so apparently he's won. It did look as if he had just a fraction of an inch advantage at the line. John Kernan.
Back at Darlington Raceway, the 44th running of the Mall.com 400 presented by Super 8 Motel is history. Take a look at our unofficial results. 12 cars finishing on the lead lap. There's Ward Burton. He dominated. Dale Jarrett rebounding from that disappointing 36th place finish last week. Dale Earnhardt finishing third. Tony Stewart fourth. And Jeff Burton with the top 5 finish. Matt Kenseth, the leading rookie finisher, comes home in 6th position.
For the checkered flag, becoming the 10th driver to win 50 NASCAR Winston Cup races or more, and its first victory since a year ago here at Bristol.
Former national champion, they called him Ironheart because he gave nothing on the racetrack. His father, 7-time Winston Cup champion, once dubbed Ironhead, and then the Intimidator. How about this kid?
He can coast on now, Mike.
Checkered flag. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is Texas Motor Speedway's second first-time Winston Cup winner. Jeff Burton is second. Bobby Labonte third. Rusty Wallace leads Kevin LePage and Jeremy Mayfield to the checkered flag.
You know, there's as much pride in that 3 car as Dale Earnhardt Sr. goes around this racetrack for what this kid has done right now.
Record here and become the 8th different winner in 8 races to begin the 2000 season. He's less than a half a lap away from victory.
No contest. Nobody close to him. Here he comes.
Mark Martin wins the Goodies Body Pain 500 at Martinsville. Jeff Burton second, followed by Michael Waltrip, Jeff Gordon, and Dale Jarrett. As the rest of the field comes down, Tony Stewart 6th. Mayfield, Elliott, Earnhardt, and Wallace complete the top 10. Nobody makes a move yet. Will anyone make the move before they hit the start-finish line? Now Kenny Irwin looks to the inside of Mike Skinner. Nothing going there. Dale Earnhardt is up on the high side. In the battle for 3rd position. He's got a good run up there.
Remember what Mike Skinner said? He'd wreck his mother to win a race?
Let's see what happens. Gordon has the lead as they come down through the tri-oval. And Jeff Gordon is back. He's going to win the Die Hard 500. It's still not over yet because the leader did not take the caution flag. It happened behind him. The battle appears to be for 2nd spot as Kenseth once again closes in on and heads to the high side of Bobby Labonte. But Labonte down low is able to stave off that challenge. They come off of corner number 4. And Jeremy Mayfield wins his 2nd NASCAR Winston Cup race, and it comes at the California Speedway in the Napa 500. He becomes the 10th different winner in the year 2000, one shy of the overall modern era record of 11 set back in 1985, but it continues a streak for 10 different winners in the first 10 races of the season. What a victory lane this is going to be, and we'll be there with Jeremy when we return. One more lap around the 3/4 mile Richmond International Raceway. Will it be Earnhardt Jr., Terry Labonte, Dale Jarrett in the Pontiac Excitement 400? Labonte looks to the inside of Earnhardt coming off corner number 2, but they run single file down the backstretch. Labonte's going to have to make the move. He looks inside in turns 3 and 4, and he's not going to be able to do it at Richmond International Raceway. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins his 2nd NASCAR Winston Cup race. And side-by-side battles here all over the place. That's the battle for 10th that's taken by Dale Earnhardt.
Going from a newcomer in the NASCAR Winston Cup Division, Bliss, to the veteran Rick Mast. And there we are on the final lap. Just a half mile away for Steve Park, who is now 20th in NASCAR Winston Cup points. Only has one top 5 finish this year, 4th place in Atlanta. But now, he has a win in the Winston Open, and he is advancing to the Winston. It's going to become a longer work night for the Pennzoil team. Now, notice what happened there. Ricky Rudd picked up a couple of spots right near the finish. That is where he will be able to restart in the next 16-lapper. The Winston, but at the same time, Jerry Nadeau may well be on the way to his first running of the Winston.
And his second win this weekend.
He won his qualifying race here last night. He wins the 16-lap no bull sprint. His best point race finish this year was 13th at California. And his best career finish in 80 starts.
Good job, Jerry. Good job, buddy. Good job.
Was 5th at Watkins Glen in August of last year. He finished 3rd in segment number 2. But he's kicked those Clydesdales in a high gear.
Hey, man, right on the bottom of the racetrack, he hit the wall hard enough to put any race car out of the race, but he fought back, and look at this.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. in his rookie season wins better than $500,000 and takes home the top prize in the Winston, the 16th renewal.
Final set of corners. Here he comes. Winston Cup win, number 1 in the Coca-Cola 600 for Wisconsin's Matt Kenseth.
And what a race to have your first win at.
We talked about on the final pit stops, track position being so important. Matt Kenseth's team got him track position. Got him up there, just behind Bobby Labonte's. They both quickly passed Jeff Gordon, who got 2 tires. Then Kenseth dispensed with Labonte, led the rest of the way to score the victory, his first in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series.
It will be the 3rd win of the season for Pontiac. And as we said, the 12th winner in 13 races. Tony Stewart wins. He led 242 laps. The battle at the stripe goes to Burton over Skinner. We also saw Labonte and Jarrett with Bobby Labonte by a nose. So Stewart wins. He did good, Tony.
How so?
First win of the year. First win at Dover Downs.
Yeah, and I hope some of this is going down in the Daytona area. They've been really, really dry down there.
It is over. Tony Stewart wins the Cape. It's all over. And there is a very soaked and very happy winner. 2 weeks in a row. Tony, Ken Squire is with him.
He won here in 1993. Here comes Mayfield.
He made a move on the outside there.
Mayfield going for his second career win. He nudges him out of the way. Earnhardt goes high. Mayfield is going to win here at Pocono. Oh my! Dale Earnhardt gets rooted out of the way. Jeremy Mayfield waves out of the window. And Mayfield on the final turn of the final lap pushes Earnhardt aside and grabs the win in the Pocono 500.
Boy, oh boy, let me tell you, when you live by the sword, you die by the sword. I've watched Earnhardt do that on many, many races. Coming out the last corner, just touch a person enough to get them out wide.
And the hometown fans are loving it. The people gathered around us here have their arms in the air cheering for Jeff Gordon. But let's see if he can make it. He's through corner number 11, still appears to have adequate power. And Jeff Gordon comes down and wins his 6th consecutive road course race at Sears Point International Raceway, beating Sterling Marlin and Mark Martin by 4 seconds.
Ricky Rudd comes across the line in the 5th position. Earnhardt is 6th. Jarrett 7th.
Will Burton give them anywhere to go?
I don't think he will.
I think Burton's going to run that perfect line. Jarrett looks to the outside now. Nowhere to go there. Trying the bottom side again.
Jeff Burton won his first Winston Cup race on CBS. He comes off turn 4, and he's going to win the last Winston Cup race on CBS. Jeff Burton over Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace, and Mark Martin, winning the Pepsi 400.
He did a marvelous job of protecting his territory.
Now that was a chess game. That was a chess game.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it is over here in New Hampshire. The ThatLook.com 300 has gone to Tony Stewart by virtue of the rain that has fallen now at lap 273. So Tony Stewart wins.
And they both closed on Mayfield. Look at this. They ate up Mayfield all over the back of him into the second corner.
Here comes
Mayfield's got a problem. Mayfield's got a flat tire. Here goes Wallace by. Now the race for the win between Wallace and Burton. Mayfield slows on the final lap.
Rusty Wallace gets a good clean entry into turn 3.
Rusty Wallace needing to get off the corner and beat Jeff Burton back to the finish line. Here they come, the final sprint down to the checkered flag. Burton tries to draft up inside. Wallace wins it. Rusty Wallace wins the Pennsylvania 500 when Jeremy Mayfield suffers a flat tire halfway through the final lap in the lead.
Dale Jarrett ended up 4th. Mayfield having that problem there.
Remember last week at Pocono, or 2 weeks ago, Jeremy Mayfield, about this spot, was leading the race, did not get back to the line in front. Got a flat tire in turn 3. Labonte does not suffer that same fate. Easily through 3 into turn 4.
He is in his 244th career start in NASCAR Winston Cup competition. But he is about to register perhaps his biggest victory of all. Bobby Labonte from Corpus Christi, Texas, wins the 7th Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. The cars cross the line. Rusty Wallace will be second, about 4 seconds behind Elliott. Edges Nadeau.
Everything they possibly have in their body, trying to get to a victory lane.
Through turn number 10.
One more to go.
And Steve Park is going to do it. Steve Park is going to win the Global Crossing at the Glen. His first NASCAR Winston Cup victory in his 77th race. The cars cross the line. Robbie Gordon finishes 4th, equaling his best career finish. Bobby Labonte, the pole sitter and points leader, is 5th. Tony Stewart ends up 6th. Dale Jarrett is 7th.
There's no competition also between the 28 of Ricky Rudd and the 18 of Bobby Labonte. They're running 2nd and 3rd.
Martin had some damage to his left rear. That's certainly hurting his efforts as Rusty Wallace comes down to the checkered flag. It's Rusty Wallace with the victory.
As they cross the line, you see where they're going to finish. Benson in 5th. Here they come down to the line in this battle.
Ward got that position there.
Got it from Jeff. Martin finishes in 11th position.
Final lap for Rusty Wallace, 44 years of age. Comes up on the rear, the lap car of Jeff Gordon, and the checkered flag will wave for Rusty Wallace. He takes his 4th win of the season, his 53rd career victory, and his 9th win at Bristol Motor Speedway.
In Darlington, the checkered flag we think is going to be coming out here in just a moment. You can see how hard it begins to rain at Darlington at about 7:20 Eastern time. Pace car brings down as Bobby Labonte is the first car behind the pace car, and indeed the checkered flag is going to wave
And Bobby Labonte, who started 37th, wins for the first time at Darlington in his 16th race here. It's the third win for him in 2000. He also won at Rockingham and Indianapolis. This is pit road, but that's of insignificance. The white flag is out, and we've got less than a half a lap to go for Jeff Gordon, who started this race in 13th position. And here he comes down to the checkered flag, and Jeff Gordon wins his third race of 2000, also won at Talladega and Sears Point, his second Richmond event, and it's his 52nd career victory and 10th on a short track.
And Jeff Burton slipped all the way back to 5th.
NASCAR black flagging him there, and they're going to hold him there as you watch the battle for second.
Why? Just give him a little touch to let him know I'm on the quarter panel.
Caution, a spin in turn 2. Caution is on the speedway. The leaders have it. Sterling Marlin has spun. Caution is on the speedway for the 7th time, lap 297.
This is not going to be a long caution. Right now, he's back underway on his own, and there's a runoff on the back straightaway where he can get out of harm's way.
Well, let's see. They'll come back here. It'll be 298. And it will be his 4th New Hampshire victory in 12 events. And, of course, restrictor plate racing, it'll be the 4th win for Jack Roush. 2 at Talladega with Mark Martin, 1 at Daytona with Jeff Burton, and now 1 here in New Hampshire. So the testing, it all pays off. And folks, you've seen something that rarely happens. One driver leading every single lap. Half a lap to go. Posing on the 4th win of the year for Tony Stewart. His 7th career victory. And the 8th Pontiac win of 2000. Tony Stewart sweeps at Dover Downs in Delaware here in the 2000 season. Johnny Benson will have a career best 2nd place finish with Rudd, Hart, and Bobby Labonte coming home in the top 5. Let's go downstairs to Mike Hogwood.
He's going to get a challenge on this last lap. He's now in turns 3 and 4, and winning his 2nd consecutive race of 2000 is Tony Stewart. His 5th win of this year. That's more than any other driver. Now we'll watch for the finishing positions as they come down. It's going to be Bobby Labonte finishing in the 10th position, and the rest of the drivers on the lead lap. Bill Weber.
When Rusty Wallace did it. This man has finished 2nd the last 3 straight times here. Final corners for Bobby Labonte. Try to win a championship the best way you can. You get the most points by winning the race. Checkered flag is up. Bobby Labonte wins at Charlotte. Joe Gibbs, Norm Miller from Interstate Batteries there.
To lead it on the final lap. But Kenny Wallace is in 2nd spot, followed by his teammate, Joe Nemechek. Nemechek was the pole sitter, and Kenny Wallace has likewise never won a Winston Cup race. 3 Chevrolets on the final lap at Talladega. $2.7 million and $1 million bonus for Dale Earnhardt if he can hang on. The No. 5 contender, Mr. Restrictor Plate, Dale Earnhardt comes down and will take his 10th career victory at Talladega in the Winston 500.
The crash as the team across the start finish line.
And cars slipping and sliding everywhere across the racetrack as the checkered flag waved. The 22 was involved, Ward Burton was involved, the 9 car was sliding.
The 44 of Steve Grissom was sliding.
A.C. Compton was involved. And there, that big fist out the window, Earnhardt pulls up and says, "Thank you, Kenny Wallace." Because Kenny was right on his bumper and gave him the shove, and the shove actually was right by Earnhardt's teammate, Mike Skidder.
Ted Jarrett, the great champion, two-time champion, drove his final race here in October of 1966. And today, finally, October of 2000, Dale Jarrett's going to win at the Rock. Jarrett comes to the stripe and wins in Rockingham for the first time ever. Jeff Gordon will finish second, Ricky Rudd third, Jeff Burton comes next fourth, fifth is Wallace, then Park, Stewart, Lloyd Burton, Bobby Hamilton, and Joe Nemechek. That is the top 10. And now Todd Parrott, the winning crew chief, downstairs. Let's get his thoughts. Problems for Scott Pruitt. No caution. They are racing to the checkered flag. He was a winner here yesterday. He wins again today. Jeff Burton wins it. Here's the battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth. It will be Burton, Mayfield second, Park third, Wallace fourth, Bobby Labonte fifth. Mark Martin will finish sixth. Seventh will be Gordon. Blaney with his best of the year coming home eighth. Earnhardt ninth, and Dale Jarrett 10th. That's how we saw it coming across the line.
Fans are all on their feet in the grandstands. Labonte now off of turn number 2, half a lap away. He may catch Mark Martin for third. He probably won't get him.
I don't think he wants to. Who's happier now? These guys or the 20 bucks?
So much heart, so much effort, dedication, skills goes into winning a NASCAR Winston Cup championship on the part of so many teams. It'll be sweet for Joe Gibbs today. Tony Stewart wins the Pennzoil 400 for a second straight year.
Back it down and coast through this corner.
Back in March of '81, Darrell Waltrip took the checkered flag to win the very first race that we televised on ESPN. And in November of 2000, Jerry Nadeau wins the final race on ESPN. It is his first Winston Cup win in his 103rd race, the fourth first-time winner of 2000, and the 14th different winner this year.
Here comes Labonte. Bobby Labonte is the NASCAR Winston Cup champion for 2000.